What's going on, champs and champions? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we have to talk about some recent leaks from a fellow leaker, or I guess you know, content creator over on Twitter named Komar, which leads us to believing that planes are going to be unvaulted very soon in Fortnite within the next few updates, and will be added back to the game. Now, there is going to be a downside that I want to mention right now, is that despite the fact that we know there's going to be planes and stuff being worked on, that we could see unvaulted, currently in the state that they're in, there will only be 3 spawn locations, but who knows, maybe Epic Games allows us to have more spawns in the future once we get further on throughout this season and actually start getting more of those unlockable goodies, such as plane, you know, such as all those different no sweat insurance blimps and everything flying around to different areas. Before we continue, however, this video has been sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is revolutionizing the gaming scene by bringing a truly console level experience down to your mobile device. So hop into Raid today and explore millions of champion combinations and master countless tactics as you take on bosses, campaign battles, PvP arenas, and much more. Now, I've been playing Raid for a while now, and out of all the champions available, 2 of my favorites are Gala Longbraids and Calvalax. With Gala's abilities, you can attack a single enemy multiple times, and with Calvalax, I gotta admit, I really like this character mainly because my favorite color is green, but also because they have some powerful abilities that allow you to do effective poison attacks on your enemies. Now, currently in Raid, they're running an amazing trick-or-treat promotion event where you can win tons of prizes both in-game and in real life, such as a $1,000 Amazon gift card entirely for free, and all you have to do is download Raid with the link in the description down below, and then head over to trickortreat.polarium.com, which is also linked in the description, in order to enter your player ID and spin a wheel to get your free prize. Now, keep in mind that this event will only run until November 5th, and once it's over, that's it. It's going to be over, so make sure you're fast to claim your freebies. Not only this, but if you redeem the code DKRises within the next 24 hours, you'll get a bunch of free items allowing you to level any of your strongest champions all the way to level 50 instantly. And finally, we have one more promotion for you guys to look at. If you haven't already started playing Raid Shadow Legends yet, and you click the link in the description down below or scan the QR code on screen, within the next 30 days, you'll get a ton of bonuses worth around $30, including a free epic champion named Tyrell, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard. All this treasure will be waiting for you here in-game. So what are you waiting for? Download Raid today and get started with tons of amazing freebies to get you kickstarted in your amazing adventure. Now, with that out of the way, the whole entire leak regarding planes and everything upcoming with them comes from Komar on October 21st over on Twitter, when they posted the following tweet that stated, "The upcoming airplanes in Fortnite have spawn points located on top of the 3 runway mini POIs found across the island." This is very interesting information because in the recent updates, we've gotten these weird little, like, you know, like, air runways, like, they're just runways for airplanes, but they were literally in the air, and they just kind of came out of the absolute blue, right? They weren't there before, and then out of nowhere, as, you know, the map started getting updated, as the pirate ships started moving around, more POIs started turning chrome, these little runways started appearing on the island, which makes some people speculate that, you know, maybe we're getting planes in the game, which now seems to be confirmed based on plane spawn locations actually being in the data for these different runways. But it also makes people speculate that maybe we'll get more runways over time that could allow for even more planes to be accessible, because as of right now, there's only 3 runways in the game that we know of, and that means that if planes were to get enabled like tonight or something, then we would only have 3 planes, right? There would only be 3 planes per matches. Once those are destroyed, you know, if someone decides to drop specifically at one just to destroy it, it's gone, and then that's it for that entire plane's journey. So a lot of people are speculating over if we're going to be getting more, but you know, the biggest part about the whole entire thing is just, hey, planes are practically confirmed to be coming to the game very soon. Now, something I do want to mention is that in the past, there has been spawn data for stuff like planes, and then Epic Games has just decided, you know, oops, we're not going to do anything with this. We've just decided against it. We've decided, you know, just to kind of vibe and forget that we actually had this set up and everything. So it wouldn't be unlike Epic to not go through with making planes return, but at the same time, you know, it is very convenient to see we have multiple runways. We have all this stuff going on. So in my personal opinion, you know, I highly expect it, right? I highly expect planes to return, and I highly, like, you know what, I just kind of hope, maybe this is just me coping or whatever, but when planes do return, I'm hoping that we get multiple, right? I'm hoping it's not just 1 plane, or I guess, you know, the 3 plane locations. I'm hoping we get more spawns over time throughout the season, so that planes become more and more common, and hopefully they stick around to future seasons, because I do like, you know, having the whole entire option of using aerial, just like plane controls or whatever, to fly around. I feel it's a unique gimmick that, you know, Epic Games doesn't always have enabled, and for some reason, Epic Games just seems to hate sometimes, right? Because if we look at it in the, like, mobility pool right now, We have tons of cars, we have tons of drivable stuff, but in terms of stuff you can actually like fly around in the air with, I really don't think there is anything. Like you might have like, I guess the baller, which is the baller even enabled anymore? It's been so long since I've seen the baller, but you have that, I guess. But in total, it just feels like there isn't really much to do when it comes to flying around in the air. So hopefully this could be a nice way for them to update planes even more, you know, maybe even bring back some LTMs, mainly because, you know, I really love the Air Royale LTM and I would love to see it return. But as of right now, you know, the only thing we really know is there's guaranteed spawn locations, these could be coming to the game in the future, and you should be getting kind of excited if you want these. Now we do know that Epic Games plans to unvault some items as well soon, such as, you know, the Anvil rocket launcher and some other weapons, so that's going to be interesting to see, and could lead us towards, you know, a lot of new and old gimmicks coming back to the island, just to really mix up the gameplay and allow you to have a bit more fun. But of course, I would love to hear in the comments down below, what do you guys think about planes potentially returning in the near future? What do you think about these spawn locations, everything going on with it? Are you excited to see planes returning? Do you like planes? Do you dislike them? Or are you just like, we'll see when we see it, right? You know, there's been leaks in the past that may have mentioned some hints or whatever from the game files that ended up being incorrect, so, you know, I would understand if some people would be skeptical, but at the same time, you know, it does seem like it is going to happen, so I'm excited. You know, it just means I'll be able to fly around in the air a lot more, especially since I mainly play in bot lobbies or Horde Rush recently, so I won't have to worry about another person trying to steal my plane from me. I'll just have to worry about my plane getting destroyed, because once it's gone, of course, as I mentioned, you can't get another one. You have to go to one of the other two spawn locations, or else you're just kind of out of luck and there is no more planes. So I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Hope it was informative, you know, gave you information on planes, and I hope you guys were fine with a sponsor for today's video. I was actually super excited to get Raid to actually sponsor this video, just because of the fact that when I was graduating high school, right, in my like senior year, I was going to get a special yearbook quote, right? I was friends with people who worked on the yearbook, and they were going to allow me to basically say whatever I wanted. I could just be funny and whatever, and I was going to make my yearbook quote. This yearbook quote, or like, you know, like my yearbook entry is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. I was going to do that as a joke because, you know, I always found Raid Shadow Legends just to be like the meme-y thing to get sponsored by, and now that we're sitting here, and, you know, now that it's actually happening, it's like I fulfilled my yearbook quote that I never ended up getting because, you know, COVID ended up happening, so they never managed to actually put it on there. And at the same time, I'm wondering, you know, if I actually did manage to get that yearbook quote, could I get like in legal trouble for that because it technically wasn't actually sponsored by Raid back then? I don't know, but you know what? We fulfilled the history now, so I'm happy about it. I hope you guys are happy with it. Of course, you know, this part isn't a part of like the ad or anything. They're not paying me to say this, but if you want to support the channel, support my content, consider using that link in the description. You know, do all the goodies from the little ad space to help support my channel, and just to show them that, hey, that FireMonkey guy's pretty cool. Maybe we should give him some more money in the future. I don't know. And I'll see you champs and champettes next time with another video. Peace out.